Hey, everybody. I am about to check audio because it looked like one of my mics just died. So I think this is the mic that's charged. We'll check. Give me 1 second. Y'all know the routine by now. Let's see. Y'all know the routine by now. Perfect audio this week. I am going to share it with my personal page because I had a lot of people on my page say, Tasha, we keep missing your lives. So if you're missing my lives, obviously you are not subscribed to my business page. If you are not following my business page, please go to Boss Life Global on Facebook or YouTube, Boss Life Global, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for my weekly lives. And then for you to catch my lives live, please follow my business page. But let me share this really quick with my audience and then I can get started. And if someone is in here, let me know if you can hear me loud and clear, if the audio is good. Okay. Perfect. I was super excited to be with you guys for another week. This is another Winning Wednesdays. So for the ones that's not familiar with me, I do these lives every single Wednesday. I like to come on here and educate you guys on, give you guys business tip, educate you guys on things that I wish I would have known before I got into business. So for the ones that is new to Boss Life Global, my name is Latasha Shelton. I am the founder and CEO of Boss Life Global, where I help aspiring entrepreneurs transition from the 9-to-5 grind and get into entrepreneurship. Three things that we focus on. We focus on personal development, business development, and building a personal brand. Or if you just say you want to build a business, I am there to help you build your business brand as well. So before we get started, make sure you guys share this live. Make sure you're tagging your people. Make sure you are following me on my pages again. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my YouTube channel because it's very important for you guys to get this information, especially with all the things that we are experiencing in this economy. It is very hard for people to work a regular job, be sane in their mind, still be the sole provider for their family with all these tariffs and just the world in general. And if you don't have like a side business, a side hustle, or if you're not like trying to get yourself out of the 9-to-5 grind and get into entrepreneurship, this is a time to really start reevaluating your life. And this is a time to start focusing on where you see yourself being in the future, because a lot of people come to me and say, I want things to get back to normal. And I'm like, to be honest with you, we won't see that for a very long time, probably never. Like the normalcy isn't normal anymore, and you have to learn how to adjust. You can't just work a regular job right now and say that I'm okay, because things are going to start shifting. Cost is going to start going up. So it's important for you to really get into entrepreneurship and start focusing on your path and your journey, because just be real, like the government don't care about your livelihood. They don't care about your interest going up on your home. They don't care about your job security. They care about their legacy, their generation, and they care about themselves. So it's just very important for you to understand that this is the way the world is starting to move, and that if you don't have your ducks in a row, you're going to get left behind. So I do this because I am passionate about what I do, but I do this because I want to help you guys. I want to see you guys be successful. I don't want to see people homeless on the street with their children. So if you're not at least picking up a side hustle or picking up some type of business idea, you are behind the 8 ball, behind the curve. Don't look at your job as security, because it's not. Your business is security, regardless how big it is, how small it is. It's still considered a security for you, because if everything's shut down, you will be able to go back to a business that you had a dream to start. And now you are accumulating customers because people don't know where to turn anymore. They can't go to their regular convenience store and go get their normal products, such as makeup products, tumblers, simple things as if like laundry detergent. They won't be able to have access to it, because in a minute is not going to be accessible, and it's going to start becoming a luxury. Laundry detergent is going to start becoming a luxury. Your simple things as if like a pair of shoes is going to start being a luxury. So it's just very important for you guys to start considering. Sorry, it's just very important for you guys to start considering these different things. So that's why I am very passionate in what I do, and that's the reason why I show up for you guys every week. Like, I'm literally in my house every single day, like reading up on this stuff. I study this stuff. I'm watching the trends. I'm watching the stock markets. I'm watching this government. And trust me, my nose itch. I'm not a political person. I've never been I wouldn't say I've never been a political person. I just learned not to get too caught up in politics, because politics can be a doctrine. But like, this is the time to really focus on like what's really going on in the world, and figure out how you can either grow and adjust to it, or think about pivoting. Okay. So today's topic is about budgeting. This is very important because the economy we're in right now, as business owners or people that want to become business owners, will have to learn how to start budgeting, right? Because things are not going to be just at our fingertips anymore, especially for the ones that do want to get into like a product line, such as cosmetics. If you want to sell bundles of hair, if you want to get into apparel, China is now not really caring about importing goods to America anymore, because they are not trying to pay the interest. They're not trying to pay the tariffs. So China, they're dropping off. So most of our stuff come from China. So if China drop off, what are you going to do, right? So everything's going to be way more expensive. So you have to learn how to start budgeting and being very resourceful, right? So listen up to this, okay? Because I'm going to give you tips and tricks on how to bring, tips and tricks on how to implement this in your business. So where to spend and save. Okay. We're going to talk about mindset first, and mindset first, really, because I feel like when you have a good mindset, money will follow. You are able to save. So a lot of people like to follow the trends. I've noticed a lot of people on TikTok follow other creators, and they want to follow the trends and live the lifestyle that other creators create, and they want to sell other things that other creators sell. But if it doesn't fit in your business plan and your business model, it don't make sense. So you guys need to learn how to stop following trends. A lot of people say, well, don't break what's not broken. A lot of people feel like following trends will get them to the next level. To be honest with you, when a trend, like when you think of a trend is only for a moment of time. Like, we're not building businesses off of moments. We're building businesses off of longevity. So if you follow the trend, understand that you might be trending for a long period of time. Your tumblers might be trending for a long period of time, and then it's going to fall off the map. Okay. So learn how to invest in your business model, invest in your business plan for longevity. So I like to say, if you want to learn how to do that, if you want to learn how to scale your business and have a sustainable business, make sure you guys are reading books, right? Shift your mindset, because you don't see billionaires and millionaires on Facebook or trying to be content creators. That, like, a lot of them aren't trying to be known in the camera. A lot of them want to sell you a product and keep it moving and spend time with their family. So pick up Rich Dad Poor Dad. I know a lot of people say that Rich Dad Poor Dad, everybody read it, but everybody read it for a reason. I've read the book. It basically talks about the rich mindset and the poor mindset. So sometimes we have to shift our mindset in order for us to be successful in business. We go on TikTok and Facebook and we listen to other creators talk, but they're only talking from their reality. They're not talking from a realistic space, okay? Because everybody comes from a different perspective. So learn to shift your mind for you. So picking up books is very important. Taking courses. I have a course that I'm coming out with pretty soon. It's called the Boss Code Accelerator. This course basically help you get on the right track and right path so that you can have a sustainable business for long term. mentors, getting a mentor, making sure you guys are around people and under people. How you guys doing, Cradle Cincinnati? Hey, Cradle Cincinnati. Hey, Dorian. I see Aaron. Hey. Put my hearts up. Thank you guys for joining the live. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Mentors, like I call myself a mentor. Like I'm a business coach for beginners. So like if you want to learn from somebody like me, it's very important for you to get into my mentorship program. Everything that you need to know is in my link in my bio. Just click the link and you'll be able to get the information. But get even if it's not me, get up under somebody that's in your industry. So if you're someone that is a crafter, get up on a crafter that is, I wouldn't even necessarily say well known, right? Get up under somebody that you trust. And I feel like trust is important, because even though that person is well known, that don't mean that they are the most trustworthy person. So get up under somebody that you trust. If you're someone that's in the broadcasting and the radio industry, there's a lot of people in Cincinnati that is great at what they do in the city and won't mind you jumping up underneath them. Maybe trying to be an intern underneath somebody. I say try to learn how to have the right mindset first, because when you become an entrepreneur, you have to have a very growth mindset. And we talked about that last week. If you don't have a growth mindset, you are going to be very stagnant. You're going to start creating toxic cycles for yourself when you don't need to. So it's important for you to learn first from somebody that it worked out for them, right? And learn their blueprint. I'm not saying copy them, because that's different. Learn their blueprint and then take it and make it unique for you, and make it, make sure that it works for you and whatever you're trying to create for yourself. So mindset first, money will flow. So we're going to talk about shifting your mind. Says shifting your mindset saves you from wasting money. So I wrote down making better decisions. So it comes back down to trying to keep up with other people, trying to keep up with the Joneses. And we touched, and I talk about this every single live that I get on. When we try to keep up with other people, we lose our identity, we lose direction in self. So make the right decision that works for you. If you don't have a big budget to make things happen right now, that's okay. So I know a lot of people say, well, Tasha, I don't have money to, get a photo shoot, get a professional photo shoot done. I don't have money to, have flyers. I don't have money to, it's okay. You don't need money to do none of these things. Now, with me, I started off before I got Boss Life Global, and before I had all these nice professional photos for Boss Life Global, I did have another business. When I was in Fairy Godmother Doula Services, I'm not gonna lie, I went downtown, had my iPhone, and I propped my iPhone up in a very scenic area, and I seen a pregnant mom walking down the street, and I stopped her and asked her, can she be a part of my photo shoot? And it was me, and I will drop the picture for proof. It was me holding her belly, and then I had Fairy Godmother Doula Services and made it into a flyer, and that was before Canva even existed. So I'm on here on my iPhone editing this picture. I think back in the day, I forgot what it was called, Ponto, something like that, where you can put it in a graphic thing, and then you can design it yourself, right? People swear up and down that I went and got a photographer to do it, but you have to be resourceful. You have to be able to use what you have. Like, stop trying to go out and pay $200-300 for a photographer when you don't even really have the money to even get products for your business. I feel like you're hustling backwards. So start with what you have now, and then you can grow from there. So your job is to assess your inventory that you have around you and try to find ways to be creative in that. So another thing with Fairy Godmother Doula Services, I was making business cards out of cardboard paper and tape. So like, I understand you guys don't want to do that, and that's fine. But like, in order for you to really get to the next level, you don't want to spend your money on things you don't need to spend your money on. Use that money to get in someone else's course to learn the blueprint, right? You trying to build this big brand right away, and you don't even know how to even build a brand. You don't even know how to even get started really in business. You don't even understand financial literacy. So that's why I said use what you got, make better decisions. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Don't try to, because you see Tasha on here and I got a business page and I'm successful on my business page and my TikTok's going crazy, that you want to become a Tasha and you haven't even gotten started yet. So I say a broke mindset will keep you broke even with funding. A broke mindset will keep you broke even with funding. So we was talking about people that don't have funding. But what happens when someone do have funding and they take their funds and try to live above their means? So, you know, some people do have the money to build a brand, do this and do that. But what they're trying to do is they want to think with their ego and create this lavish business, and the foundation isn't properly set up. And so when they do build their audience and their brand, because they got money to have ads, they have money to get creators to sponsor their business, promote their business. They have all the money to do that, right? Because they are investing in a image and not investing in the fundamentals or the foundation. So what happens is when that person goes viral and then that person pop off, then when it's time for them to really start making sales, right? Because again, they're spending on building a brand. But then when it's time for the brand to actually live up to what they've been promoting, they crash and burn. People are like, how is they crashing and burning when they've had all this resources, all this money to not do that? Well, they got a broke mindset. Like they're thinking about an image. You're not thinking about longevity, and their systems are not in place. We talked about that in March. And if you want to go back to those lives, we talk about how to properly have your systems in place. People will literally go and spend all this money and they don't have the proper email marketing. They are marketing, their marketing team sucked in general. They don't have a proper website. Their website is crashing. They don't have the help behind them, like an assistant. They don't have a team around them to help, because they're doing more of trying to create an image versus like really making sure that whatever they're trying to sell, they can deliver it 100%. And so that's why a lot of people have bad reviews against them. It's like, oh, I went into such and such course and she sold me and her funnels was out of this world. And she sold me when she was able to talk, because people talk. A lot of people got mouthpieces. A lot of people in this world will talk your head off. And anybody that knows Tasha, I don't be on nobody talking my head off. I don't like when people feel like they know everything. Like, show me what you can do for me. Don't tell me what you could do. I need to see results. So I'm a results person, because I know what I'm selling, I'm going to give you guys results no matter what. And if I don't give you guys what you're looking for, best believe I'm going to refer you to somebody that might know more than me. So like, I'm a result giving person. A lot of people want to sell you on something because they got a good mouthpiece. They get you in and then they deliver nothing they try to sell. Right? It's not that they're not skilled in what they know. They just don't know, because they got a broke mindset. They don't care. They thinking about dollars. They thinking about money. They look at you as a number. So be careful with having money and having a very broke mindset. We talk about personal development. That's the thing that I focus on when I start to coach people through business. Is like, you have to go through personal development first before you become an entrepreneur, because you have to have a very entrepreneurial mindset. And because people are entrepreneurs don't mean they have an entrepreneurial mindset. Like, just like, don't get it twisted. So that's just that. We're going to talk about where to spend your money wisely, branding essentials. Okay. So I wrote a clean professional logo and making sure that you have a clean and professional logo, and making sure that your brand identity is on point. There's no need to drop 100K. So back in February, when I first got started, we talked about branding. Like, branding to me is very important, because you don't have to spend a lot of money to have a successful brand. I am the brand. right? Now, do I want Boss Life Global to have more uniforms? Like, I want to say uniforms, more merch, right? You guys see me on here and I might have the same for merch. It's okay. I might show you guys the same merch every single week, but I'm utilizing what I have. I don't have to drop 100K to show you what Boss Life Global stand for, how my logo look. It's all about brand identity. You guys are identifying it every single week. It's not a week that I missed, maybe last week, but I still got my brand color on. It's not a week that I've missed where I'm not still showing up, promoting my brand, telling you guys what I do every single week, offering you services, selling you on things, doing self selling, basically, giving you gems for free, but also, giving you guys options to invest in Boss Life Global. So that's why I was like, it's just very important to make sure that you have a clean brand. But I also say it's very important for you to show up at your brand, because it starts with personal. It starts with yourself first, right? You are the brand. You are the face of your business. So if you're not showing up as the face of your business, looking for my hair scrunchie because my hair is itchy. If you're not showing up as the face of your business, then people are not going to respect your business. So you are the brand, right? So making sure that your brand identity is very strong, it's clean, and it's professional. But you don't need to drop 100K on doing that. It don't cost a lot of money. There's a lot of free resources out there that can make sure that you have a clean brand. So a lot of my stuff that I have gotten done has been from what is this called? Public library. So the public library, at least in my city, right? Because I know I have different people in different cities that do watch my live. But if you go to your local library, your public library, you can utilize the free resources that they have in there. Now, some libraries might have more resources than others, but you can utilize the things that they have for free. So if you're in Cincinnati, they have makerspace. So if you go down there, you can make buttons. Buttons are like 10 cents. You can make buttons, flyers. You can make photos, portraits. 25 cents to print out of a portrait. 25 cents, 10 cents to make a flyer. So utilize your local resources for your benefit. So I've taken $20 down to the public library, and I walked away with vision board kits that I have. I have my vision board kits on my site. So if you guys want some vision boards with all the templates, make sure you go visit my Stan Store. I do have a free downloadable template, and I also do have a physical book for me to be able to mail out to you if you guys are interested in my vision board kit. But with my vision board kit, I went to the public library and I printed out my vision board kit, and I was able to create probably like 4 months worth of product for little to no money. So like, you guys need to stop trying to keep up with the Joneses, or stop trying to overspend when you don't have to. Okay. Use tools like Canva. You don't have to spend money on creating a logo. You don't have to, like, because I know there is professional people that will do your logo for you, right? And they will trademark it, but you're not there yet, right? We're in a beginning stage. Act like when I'm talking to my audience, I'm talking to people that is in the beginning stage of entrepreneurship, okay? So because you're in a beginning stage, I am not going to refer you out to people that will charge you a whole bunch of money. We are going to start with little to nothing. That's the point of getting into entrepreneurship. You don't want your overhead too big for you. You want to keep your overhead down, right? For you to be successful in business. You can worry about that long term. That's if you decide to rebrand down the line and you want to rebrand your business, okay, cool, you can go rebrand. But we're talking about, let's start off small, and then we can build ourselves up. If you know you have a template that you want to use in Canva and you can't use it, reach out to people around you. Ask people, hey, do you got Canva Pro? It's many times that I've reached out to my friends or other people that is in business, and I've asked them, hey, I want to use this template because I want to make my template look better, and I want to use certain fonts. Am I able to log into your Canva Pro? Most of the time, if people rocking with you and they want to see you successful, they're going to allow you to go on their Canva Pro and make sure that you are able to get what you need. Okay. So utilize your friends, utilize people that's already in business. But also Canva is free. So you can also, let me turn on the comments. So sorry, because I see somebody may have commented, but you can also use Canva for free. So Canva, I've created a lot of things on Canva for free. I've never went and paid. Now I use Canva Pro, but I'm using Canva Pro because let me tell you something. I am way further in my business. And I've been in this thing for about 4 years now. So of course it makes more sense for me to scale. But in my first 2 years, I did not have Canva Pro. I literally had regular Canva, and I use what I had. So that's one thing. Another thing is if you guys need an assistant, you have ChatGPT. I try to tell you guys to use ChatGPT. Use it to your benefit. Like ChatGPT is there to help you. Now, don't take everything for ChatGPT for face value. Like don't utilize all the verbiage of ChatGPT, but get a little of the information. Like you don't really have to do much thinking anymore, right? ChatGPT will do the thinking for you. You tell them what you want out of it, and it will feed you back what you put in there. Like you put something in ChatGPT, it'll feed you directly what you want. Okay, so it's times where I tell ChatGPT, "Hey, I'm planning for such and such such. I need some insight, but this is what it looks like." And I'm giving ChatGPT all the information. I'm saying, how can you format this for me? And ChatGPT will come in and format it for me. I did the thinking, right? Because you still got to use your brain. I did the thinking, but ultimately ChatGPT took that off my hands and was my assistant, and it wrote everything that I needed to write out. So now I'm prepared for class. Now I'm prepared for me to do my accelerator courses. Not that I'm trying to have ChatGPT be the brain for me. So that's another thing. A lot of people try to use ChatGPT and make ChatGPT the brain for them. And then when it's time for them to teach a course or do anything like that, they are reading verbatim off of a sheet, off of what was written for them. And people can see fakeness through a lens. I'm telling you, like, don't get me wrong, I get things for ChatGPT, but I'm also speaking for myself. I am going to go in here and make sure that I'm not missing any comments. And I'm going to slow down just for questions. If you guys have any questions or you guys curious about things, I know a couple people join my live. Please let me know. If I'm moving too fast, please let me know, and I'm willing to slow down. So are you guys curious about things? All right. So that's that. So we talk about utilizing the things that you have. Okay. So another free thing is we talked about ChatGPT being free, Canva being free. If you don't have a website, and if you can't get a website, right? Because a lot of people feel like you need a website in order for you to be successful. If you don't have a website, utilize your free resources. Like Wix will give you a free template. It'll just be your default template. It's not nothing fancy, but Wix will give you a free website. I'm not sure about Shopify because Shopify is outside of my league. I don't have a Shopify, but I did have a Wix, and I do know Squarespace will give you a free website. But one of the things that I can say is Linktree, right? If you don't have a website, make sure you at least have a Linktree. A Linktree is free, right? A Linktree will give you, excuse me, oh my gosh, I'm like itching, nose itching, allergies hurt. But Linktree will have it to where you can link all your social medias to where people can tap in with you. And also, if you have a business card, you don't have to go and get hand business cards if you don't have the money. They have QR codes that you can scan. Proople have one where you can have a QR code and you can like put it towards somebody's phone, and your contact information will transfer into somebody else's phone. I mean, and that's free if you get like the standard with your name, email address, whatever. Creating a Gmail is free. You know, like it's a lot of free services out there to get started. You do not have to be PNG. You do not have to be Tasha. You do not have to be you just don't have to be this person that you have in your head, because like psychologically we feel like, oh, in order for like business look like this, in order for you to be successful in business, it has to look like this, it has to show up like this, it has to look perfect. Like, no, we are starting off small, right? For the ones that try to come out the gate and run, you will quickly fall. It's like a baby that try to go from not crawling, from not walking to running. They're gonna fall straight on their face. Like, you have to crawl before you walk, literally. So don't try to be the person that feel like they can't get in business because they don't have the extra money to put to the side, because you do. Another thing, if you are someone that is a content creator and you want to edit your videos, iMovies, if you have an iPhone, will edit your videos for free. They even have an auto editor on there to where you don't even have to know how to edit. They will edit it for you, okay? Also, who else I use? CapCut. CapCut, you can use CapCut for free. It will have an auto editor. It has templates on there that you can utilize. It's free, right? You can take a long form video and you can submit that long form video of you just talking to nobody, because I do it all the time. I'll sit, pop up the camera, talk about my business, talk about what I do, give value, and then I'll put it in I'll put it in CapCut, and CapCut will literally cut it out for me. It'll do the cutting, and all I do is take the videos that they did for me and I'll just post it on my social media, right? So like it's so easy to be recognized, and it's so easy to start the business, but it really comes down to your mindset, okay? Don't have a broke mindset. Please don't. Let's move on. Okay, so we talk about legal structures. I know people that may need to have like people behind them because of what they do. Like if you're an esthetician, you might need people to sign contracts because you are administrating chemicals. Some people is in the beauty industry that do makeup. And sometimes, people are allergic to things. Sometimes people don't tell you that they're allergic to things, and then they break out. So it's very important for people that is in a beauty industry or the hair industry, you have some type of legal backing behind you. I feel like everybody should have legal backing behind them, but especially for people that are working with chemicals, definitely need some legal background with them. Even the doula, right? Because I was a doula, and it was many times where I felt like I needed some legal backing of me, because people accuse you of things that you don't do, right? Or people accuse you of their own trauma. So it's very important for you to protect yourself. So in order for you to save money on legal backing, one, you need to write you up a contract. That's number one. And I talk about it plenty of times, but make sure that you are having a contract written out, so that when you a disclaimer, so when it's time for you to actually do their makeup, do their hair, do their chemical peel, whatever you are specialized in, that they understand the clause, they understand the fine prints, they understand that you are not responsible for their chemical reaction, and that you warn them what you are using before you use it, okay? So that's why it's very important to read these things to your clients, so they understand what they're getting themselves into. They understand that you are going to do their hair, but you're not responsible if they get bumps or sores in their head. Now, it's up to you to control how you don't want to be irresponsible as a business owner. You just creating these issues, right? Because you feel like you got a documentation behind you. Know, like be smart. Don't be trying to be out here robbing and hurting people. But also make sure you're protecting yourself as much as possible. So reading the contract for them and making sure that they sign it so that you can protect you. That's number one, right? That is the number one legal backing you can have, is a contract. Okay. Making sure that if you do, make sure that you are using LegalZoom instead of state. So if you want to save money on, this legal backing, LegalZoom is great. It's a great platform for small businesses or any business, but for small businesses, LegalZoom, you can consult somebody over there. You can ask them how they can be a service to you. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they do have some sort of free program that you can be part of. If not, then they're not going to charge that much money. I think it may be like, I'm not sure because I don't have LegalZoom, but I know LegalZoom is a cheaper way than going to the state to get an attorney or a lawyer. People that have attorneys and have these big lawyers are people that have made it, that's successful, that have managers and stuff like that. You are not there yet, okay? We are not there. Don't crawl before you walk. Don't have a broke mindset. I'm gonna keep saying that. Crawl before you walk. Don't have a broke mindset. LegalZoom will do just fine for your small business. Okay, so make sure that before you get in business, these things are established. All right, having your ducks in a row is very important. What else? Let's talk about educating plus strategy. So invest in programs like the Boss Blueprint or the Boss Code Accelerator. Invest in programs like My Accelerator that will give you structure and community, right? So educating yourself plus using logical strategy. So if you guys want to grow and you want to learn these things, because I know I get on these lives and I'm talking, and I might give so much information at one time, you may not be able to keep up with. Make sure you are joining my accelerator program when I drop it. Like, I'm dropping it pretty soon. Bear with me, but I am going to be dropping my accelerator, and then I do have a beginner course for people that have not dived into entrepreneurship. That's the accelerator. But I also have Boss Life Global Academy, to where you get a little bit more in-depth information from me. So we talk about setting up your LLCs, how to structure your business properly, how to have systems in place. I got to walk you through all those different things, like setting you up for success. Okay. So invest in programs. And also, when you are a part of courses and programs, you become an alumni. And then when you become an alumni to Boss Life Global, that's where you are able to build your community. That's where you are able to connect with like-minded people that may be in your industry, where you can learn off of that person, where you can, you guys can grow with each other, possibly have a partnership, possibly collab. So when I say that when you invest in programs and courses, you are ultimately investing in a community. So keep that in mind when you are getting into business, because in order for you to really grow, you have to have some type of community behind you. I would not be Boss Life Global if I did not have people behind me, encouraging me every day, uplifting me, speaking life into me, telling me that I got it, I can do it. People believing in my dreams, even people jumping on my lives every single Wednesday, shows me that people are really investing in what I have to talk about. And also, it allowed me to know that I'm giving you guys some sort of value. So, I put down save time and money by avoiding trials and error. You can save you some money by avoiding trials and error. That's self-explanatory. I don't really have to go into details with that, because that's all I've been talking about throughout this live. Save you some money. It'll cause you from not making mistakes. Now, mistakes is, I like when experience is your best teacher, because it allows you to grow as an individual. But you'll have enough of that once you get out all the way in business. You'll realize, like, oh, I can know everything in the world, but I don't know everything, so, because there's always somebody ahead of you. It's always someone at the top of the pyramid and you trying to get there. So you still going through those, I say, tax bracket. Like, every tax bracket you go up, you're going to experience some type of problems. Okay. So right now I've had my tax bracket mastered. So I'm moving into another level of my experience, right? I'm at the beginning of my next level of experience that I know that I'm going to have to grow along the way. So don't be afraid to make the mistakes. I encourage you to make mistakes so you can grow. But if you can avoid silly mistakes, let's avoid silly mistakes, because it'll save you a whole bunch of money. I talked about automation tools. We talked about it in my last live. If you want to learn about automation, please go back and watch my previous lives. They are on my YouTube channel, Boss Life Global. All the replays is there, except for last week and this week, okay? Y'all already know how I get it. I'm gonna get it on there, but it's a whole bunch of other videos, probably like 6, 7 videos you guys can be and watch from the beginning when I first started until now. By the time you guys get done with those videos, taking your notes down, it'll be 2 more videos up on that channel. So, but I talked about automation last month in, topics, having your systems in place. So I don't want to talk about it this week. It says where to save, aka stop blowing your budget. Such as fancy websites. Start with a free and low cost landing page like Linktree, Heroes, Canva sites. I already talked about that. Inventory products. Don't try to get so many products too early. Okay, validate your idea first before you're buying a bunch of stuff. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Tell me if y'all can hear me. Aaron, go back on Facebook and let me know. Ray, can you hear me? I can hear you on Instagram. Go back to Facebook and see if you can hear me. Matter of fact, let me check my audio. Duh, I got the phone right here. I'm good. All right, cool. Thank you. All right, we back. Thank y'all for letting me know, because I would have been rumbling on and I would have been salty because I would have had part of my live going out. So I had to, my mic went dead, y'all. See, I should have put it on charger. It's okay, but my mic went dead. Oh, what I was saying, going back, I don't know if you guys heard what I was saying. I don't know how I left off at, but I was talking about utilizing what you have. And I was saying that it was a girl on TikTok that had she had a tumbler, so she was a crafter, and she went to the Dollar Tree and she bought all these rhinestones and stuff like that. And she had a video showing her actually putting a tumbler together. But only thing, she didn't have money. She only had $10, right? She only had $10 to go get her a nice tumbler, probably $5 from Hobby Lobby, something in good quality. She had all these rhinestones. But let me tell you something. She already had the name of her tumblers and what she wanted to use. So she already had it in her Alibaba cart, right? Her inventory already in her cart. She already knew where to get her rhinestones and all those different things. So she already had that on standby just in case she pop off and she's gonna have to order all this stuff. But she didn't go and have a million freaking tumblers that she paid for, and she didn't go buy her cart right away. She used that one tumbler that cost her $10, and she promoted the hell out of that tumbler. Every week she'll come on, or every day she'll come on and she's drinking. She'll say some stuff and she'll talk about a topic, or she'll review somebody video, and she'll be drinking out of her tumbler and she'll be tossing it around, and she's like, y'all, let me sip my tea, or let me sip my drink. And then eventually people have seen this tumbler time and time again. And when she did get money again, she went and customized another tumbler with a different color. And here she is this week with that tumbler. Now she's able to switch out tumblers. Now people inquire, where you get that tumbler from, girl? That tumbler look live. I really like that tumbler, right? And so she's like, oh, if you're interested in getting this tumbler, go down to my TikTok shop, or go to my Linktree, because again, TikTok don't let you have a TikTok shop unless you have like so many like views and so many subscribers, or like followers and stuff like that. So she's like, oh, tap in here. And when she realized that now people are paying her money, she's pretending that she has the product, but they are actually paying for them to get their product. So what she'll do is pay me the product, I'll have it delivered to you. Mind you, this product won't be to you until 7 to 10 business days, right? You give people enough time to not think that you're about to go order some stuff off of Alibaba and hurry up and customize this Tumblr, and pretty much you just pay for your product. So she didn't even have to come out of pocket with her inventory. The inventory was already paid for, so she paid $5 for a tumbler, and her rhyme style, all her rhinestones that can do maybe 15, 16 cups was only $10. She spent only what? She didn't spend that much on her inventory, right? And she's pricing her tumblers for $30. She done made a $20 profit. She done made a $20 $20 profit off of one cup. So imagine if 1,000 people on here trying to get this. She's good, right? She done made. So what I'm trying to say is, utilize what you have. Don't try to be so fancy and you don't have the things that you have. And make sure you are validating your idea first. Make sure you have your systems in place first. Make sure you are having your inventory ready and your pricing ready first before you go out and try to promote something that you're not really ready for. We talked about subscriptions. I talked about subscriptions. Let's talk about expensive ads, and I think I'm kind of going to come to an end on this. People feel like you got to go out and spend money on ads. You don't have to go out and spend money on ads, okay? I don't spend money on ads. I put organic reach still works. Build community before investing in big ads. So organic reach. Would I love 30 people on my Facebook Live every single week? Absolutely. I love when people interact with me. Do I love when, I get over 500, 1,000 views on my video every week? Yes, but I do understand that organic reach is the best reach. You don't have to have millions of followers in order for people to validate you, right? I want to resonate with people that resonate with me. I don't want to try to sell to people that don't have my best interests at heart, that's just trying to steal and abuse me and tarnish my business. So yes, organic reach is important to me, right? Because I feel like those are the people, if you've been down, you've been down, period, right? And those are the people that's going to do testimonials for you. Those are the people that's going to probably refer somebody else to your business because they feel like they trust you because they were able to build a relationship with you. So let's start creating organic reach versus trying to go out and pay Facebook, Instagram, all this money for these ads. Let me tell you something. It's like having a 9-to-5 job when you get into content creation or trying to make a name for yourself, because McDonald's have to spend money and thousands and millions of dollars every year on ads, right? You're not McDonald's, but once you start an ad, you got to keep up with the ad, because I'm gonna tell you something. If how Facebook and Instagram work, when you start investing in ads with them, they're going to expect you to constantly keep investing in ads. And if you don't, they won't send your reach out. They will limit your reach, because now you open up a can of worm you weren't ready for. You got to keep up. They say you got to keep up now. You got to keep up with the lifestyle. Just like when you obtain these fancy cars and these nice houses, you got to go make the money to keep up with the lifestyle. If you are not there financially, don't try to keep up with something you're not able to keep up with, because that's really what's going to tarnish you and tarnish your business, because now you realize you are not getting people on your Facebook Lives or in your community. It's because Instagram is not suggesting you anymore. You ain't paying them. They want their money. Like, a lot of people not even telling you this stuff. I'm giving it to you for free. All right, so we're going to talk about the boss budget rule. If it doesn't make money or save time, it's not a priority right now. So I like to say focus on 40% of strategy plus education. Out of 100%, 40% of that should be strategy plus education. Getting up on a mentor, taking a course, learning, picking up a book, right? 30% of your business should be focused on your tools and your technology. So utilizing your automation, utilizing having your systems in place, utilizing Canva, all the things that I just talked about. Make sure you have your tools, your website, and your technology in place to where you don't have to do so much work. You can automate it to where you can focus on the 20%, which is branding and presentation. So once you got your tools in place, 20% should be focused on at least putting your name out there, branding yourself,
spending money on business cards, spending money on the things that you need to really put Fairy Godmother Doula Services out there or Boss Life Global, right? I make sure that I'm revamping my brand as much as I can so that I can make sure that it grows. And then 10% should be for your cushion for emergencies. So making sure you have a cushion up underneath you. Time and time again, people get in business and don't have an emergency cushion up underneath them. And when unexpected costs come up and they have to pay for something, or they might have lost money on something, they don't have money to actually take care of that emergency, is because you're not giving yourself a cushion, right? So that's why I always say save small, start small, but still have a backup plan too. And so I'm gonna say you don't need a big budget. You need a bold belief and a clear blueprint. You don't need a big budget. You need a bold belief and a clear blueprint. So that's all for this week. Thank you guys for tuning into my lives every single week. Underneath on my Facebook, you have Order the Boss Blueprint from Amazon and Barnes and Noble. So if you guys don't have the Boss Blueprint, please get the Boss Blueprint, because that is the accelerator. If you're a person that don't want to go through my accelerator course and you rather do things by yourself, the Boss Blueprint will literally walk you through everything that I've been discussing for the last 7 weeks. It will walk you through, and it also have tools in that book for you to utilize so that you can self-identify, so that you can be self-aware of yourself, and you can also put tools in place for you to be successful. Also, if you want to tap in, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah. And also I have an entrepreneurial support group. So if you guys are someone that do want to get into business, make sure you go into my entrepreneurial support group. I don't have many people there, but be the first one to get into that group. It's $12 a month. You'll have a lot of my attention in that group. On Wednesdays, I'll go personally in that group and I'll do a workshop, something that you're interested in. I'll do a workshop around your whatever you're interested in, right? So yeah, tap in with me. But in the meantime, I will see you guys next Wednesday with a new topic. Yeah, thank you guys. I'm out of here. Peace.